Welcome back to another video blog here on the Warp into War YouTube channel. If you're curious about Warhammer, or if you've been up to your elbows in plastic and paint for decades, you are in for a serious treat today. We're diving straight into an explainer of some incredible source articles to dig up a truly beloved piece of our shared community history. We're answering one big question today. What exactly is HeroHammer? Let's get right into it. So, what actually is HeroHammer? It's the ultimate question, right? Both newcomers and grizzled veterans of the hobby usually ask this the second they stumble into this specific, quirky little corner of the Warhammer world. Is it a secret rulebook? Some long-lost campaign? Actually, scratch that. It's not a game system at all. It's something way more heartwarming, and it's driven entirely by the community itself. Section 1. What is HeroHammer? The Golden Age. We're taking a quick trip back to an era that a lot of players hold incredibly close to their hearts. According to the source articles we're looking at today, the HeroHammer fanzine is defined as a completely free, fan-made e-magazine. Its one and only mission? To celebrate the 1990s golden age of Warhammer gaming. It's literally a digital time capsule. It's stuffed full of passion for that specific, hyper-colorful era of our hobby that so many of us grew up with. You know the vibe: wild conversions, extremely bright paint jobs with those iconic goblin green bases, and just this unbeatable hand-drawn charm. Moving right along to Section 2, a tribute to the 90s, where nostalgia absolutely lives on. Why exactly does this specific decade still matter so much to us today? Well, there's a fantastic quote pulled directly from the source material that hits the nail right on the head. It translates to, "Made possible by a team of amazing people in our gaming communities." This totally proves the magazine isn't just some solo operation cooked up in a dark basement somewhere. The articles make it crystal clear that this is a massive, collective passion project. It's powered by awesome people from all over the globe teaming up to preserve their absolute love for the game. I mean, this is geeky camaraderie at its absolute finest. Section 3. By fans, for fans. Pure passion and fair use. Whenever you're dealing with stuff so close to a huge, established brand, it's pretty crucial to understand the legal lay of the land. The articles lay out some very specific disclaimers about the fanzine status, and it's important we look at them neutrally. First off, HeroHammer is 100% unofficial. It's a free e-zine and entirely non-commercial. They make it very clear that they operate strictly as a fair use tribute, and they're not endorsed by or associated with Games Workshop in any way, shape, or form. So basically, it's just an independent labor of love by fans who want to honor the past. But hang on a second, get a load of this number, 47,973. According to the sources, that is the exact number of users logged on the magazine's official visitor counter. The fact that such a niche, retro, independent tribute can pull in nearly 50,000 visitors is honestly mind-blowing. To put that into perspective, it really proves there is a huge, super engaged crowd out there absolutely starving for this kind of classic Warhammer content. Which brings us to the next section, how to actually read the articles, whether you want them digital or physical. The creators give us two totally different ways to experience these issues, which is brilliant. On one hand, you've got the digital flipbook. That's your modern convenience. It loads lightning fast right in your web browser, super sleek. But on the other hand, they offer a high-res print version. They even throw in a printing guide so you can physically print the whole magazine out, sit down, and flip through it with a cup of coffee. Just like the good old days. They totally nailed bridging the gap between modern tech and that sweet, tactile 90s nostalgia. Tracking the archive's timeline, you can see how this library has actually grown. Their very first release, issue 001, dropped in March 2021. They followed that up incredibly fast with issue 2 in July of the same year. Then, the team put their heads down for a bit, and by August 2022, they released the massive issue 3. So there's already this really solid backlog of timeless articles and hobby insights just waiting for curious fans to dive right into. Before we wrap this explainer up, there's one really important detail tucked away in the footer of these source articles that we absolutely need to highlight. This whole fanzine is brought to us by the folks over at the Crown of Command podcast. It's so important to give credit where it's due, especially to the creators in our community, pouring hundreds of hours of their free time into preserving our history and keeping the hobby fun. And that leads us to one final thought I want to leave you with today. What makes the golden age of gaming special to you? Seriously, think about it. Whether you were painting your very first Space Marines back in the 90s and can still remember exactly what those old paint pots smelled like, or if you've just recently fallen in love with the retro charm of the classic sculpts, we all have our own unique connection to the roots of this hobby. I hope this video blog explainer here on Warp into War has inspired you to track down the source articles, grab an issue of HeroHammer, and soak up some pure, unadulterated nostalgia. Thanks for exploring this with me today, and we'll see you next time.